Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, Burrow.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Alex Anzalone drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Here we go.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
David Montgomery.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Chase on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
26-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this up to the 32.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 29.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mixon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, That play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 49 yards. Nothing the score after one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw to Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for the Bengals.
1st down. Here's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect we'll go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Fighting his way through contact. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
35 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this and go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, based on what we've seen